Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. This is Awandelo Tuli, also known as Mr. Manandi Nandi. If this is your first time on this channel, I would like to humbly ask you to please press that subscribe button and join this wonderful family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much, man, for clicking on today's video. Today I'm here, guys, to do a continuation video based on my academic exclusion. Last time when we spoke about academic exclusion on this channel, we spoke about how I got academic exclusion in UKZN. So Vandag we are proceeding. So it's just a continuation. So now I want us to deal with this part of how did I come back after my academic exclusion, so yeah, how did I came back? So that is what we will be doing today, and yeah, so let's get into it. So guys, so let us go straight into it. So as you will remember that previously we spoke about that I got academic exclusion. When was it? It was in December last year. Okay, so yeah, I got academic exclusion last year, of which it was December 2022 I got academic exclusion. So they sent me a letter on the 21st of December 2022. That is when they sent me a letter of academic exclusion. When? December 2022. Okay, now but however, I knew that because I got my results around 4-5 December, so I knew that I got academic exclusion, because I knew that once I fail one module, I'm gone. Okay, so I knew. So I knew. It's just that I waited for just a confirmation letter that okay, I got academic exclusion. Yeah, bo. So yeah, okay. So a letter stipulated that I can take a break of a minimum of 6 months. A minimum of 6 months. So now that tells you that I had to, make sure that I come back. So now, what is the first step did I take? So basically, for me, I will tell you the steps or whatever, but in a way, or based on how I did my things, or based on how I faced it, so yeah, because you can go for a minimum of 6 months, so it can be more than that. If after a minimum of 6 months and you apply for readmission and they see that you are not fit to come back, then they can say no. They can just your application can it might happen that your application to be not successful. Yeah, your application might not be successful. So if after a minimum of 6 months your into zakho azihambi kahle. So now hence it is very important now to understand what is then expected from you. So by the way, shout out to my bursary which gave me this laptop. They gave me this laptop this year. As much as the bursary that I got, it was only for 1 year last year, and they gave me this laptop. Okay, we are not there. So now here's the thing, guys, that you have to do. For me, my advice is that now after you have received an academic exclusion, I know that at that time you are not okay, you are depressed, all of those things, and that is expected, because no one would like to be excluded eskoleni, whether academically or financially. No one would like to be excluded. However, this is the first step that you need to take. For me, this is what I did. Yes, you are not a student at that time, right? Because yeah, you are not a student yet, or you are not a student at that time because you are excluded. So now but you can book a counseling session with your psychologist. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Book a counseling session with your psychologist. That is what I did. It was in January. So, but towards the end of January, when now saying okay, because I was depressed. Truly speaking, I was depressed the whole of December, the whole of January. But I then asked myself that, okay, if I'm sitting like this, I will have a problem. So I have to start doing something, So I went to my psychologist. Then she then explained to me that, okay, so if you are in this case, this is what you have to do. So number one, so a psychologist will tell you what is expected from you as you are now in this stage. So, and right now I'm about to explain the things that you have to do in order for you to come back. Number one, you must identify, you must identify the things that made you not perform well. Number one, you must be able. Hence, I'm always emphasizing this point of sitting down with yourself and all those things. So you must identify the things that made you not perform well. So that is number one. What are the things that made you not perform well? And start working on those problems. So what you can do. Number one, in working towards those problems, you can use psychologists. Unfortunately, you cannot. Well, here in UK, they told me that unfortunately I cannot use the psychologist of the institution. Why? Because I was not a student at that time. You see. So now you can book your own, even government as well. In government hospitals, there are psychologists. However, I don't recommend them because they've got so many patients. I remember in 2020 when I used to go and see the psychologist in public hospitals. You can even wait for 2 months sometimes, depending how big that hospital is. You can wait for 2 months, even up to 3 months. That is my experience was. That is how my experience was with public hospitals. So I don't recommend them if you are in the States. At least if you can go there if like it's something that is so serious, then you can go there, So on this one, I don't recommend them because they need your progress report. They have to see, okay, this person was busy working on his problems, so we're busy. This person was busy seeing a psychologist on this day and on this day, on this day, on this day, during this period where you were academically excluded. So that is what you need to do. So you can go there. Another way though, because I understand that we do not have money. So another thing that you can use your pastor. Yes, your pastor is working with people. Your pastor normally, if there are people who will be getting married, obviously a pastor will take those people for counseling. So that a pastor can help you with counseling. Yes, because what they need to see there, it's a signature of your pastor and also a stamp, I think, and even contact details of your pastor and all of those things, even the name or the logo, all of those things. All right. So yeah, so you can also use your pastor. So just book a session with your pastor. Maybe see your pastor for 2 times in a month. In a month, maybe if you will see your pastor maybe twice a month, I think that will be very good. That will be a very good report. For me, I was seeing my pastor for twice a month, twice a month. So yeah, about this problem, not about other things. About this problem, okay. So yeah, you have to identify the things that made you not perform well, then work on those problems. So if you did that, it's not enough. There are other things that you need to submit. Another thing that is expected from you, they have to see that you were busy. Now, I don't know why, but they have to see that you were busy doing something during this period. And I recommend that what you are doing, it should be in line with what you are doing in school. However, okay, before I explain that, another thing that you can do in place of maybe, okay, asqale, what you can do is doing a short course. You can do a short course. So a short course, you can, in private institutions, there are short courses. You can do a short course, but that short course should be in a higher institution, right? So there are short courses in private institutions. There are short courses even in universities. I think even UJ, there are short courses there. Even there are short courses in UNISA. So you can do a short course for 3 months. For 3 months. So you will submit everything, all of that at the end of the short course. So then you submit that and a report from your pastor or from your psychologist or whatever. You submit that as following. So that is what you can do. But another thing that you can do, if you do not have or if you didn't do a short course, another thing that you can do, but for me, even if you did a short course, guys, I recommend that you do this one. I'm not saying that you are going to fail, but if you failed, what if you failed? You are going to submit a fail, you see. So yeah, for me, I'm saying do something else. So you can find a firm or whatever that is doing something in line with what you are doing. So for me, as I'm a BCom accounting student, what I did, I spoke to an aunt of my friend, and she's a CA. She has her own practice, and so I spoke to her. I asked her to join her company during this time. So, well, she understood what I was going through. So I spoke to her everything. So she knew that I got academic exclusion. So she said, no, it's fine. I can come and join them. So it ends at NZC Business Consulting, which is owned by Nangamso Kokoto, CASA. She's a director there. So yeah, their services, it's company registrations with CIPC annual returns, statutory compliance, VAT registration, income tax returns, company and individuals, preparation of management accounts, preparation of annual financial statements, CSD registration, BRC registration, invoicing, and many other services that they provide. So yeah, they do even have their own website. So yeah, you can find them. I will try to write their name here. or their contact number here, 078-252-3659, nzcbusinessconsulting@gmail.com. So yeah, so I was helping them with that during that time. So for me, I'm saying find something that is in line with what you are doing. So that will show the board from your school that like that will show them that okay, you got maybe a certain motivation or whatever, but if it is in line with what you are doing or with what you want, if it is in line with your career, it will, I want to believe that it plays a huge role in them deciding that no, this person must return. I want to believe that it plays a huge role. So that is my recommendation, that find something that is in line with what you are doing. But another thing that you can do, you can maybe talk to your school. And ask them, can I help students? And maybe you help students with accounting if you are doing diploma accounting, or maybe diploma in accounting, I don't know, or whatever that is in line with accounting. Or if you are doing something that is in line with science, you go and help those students. And then at the end of the term, the HOD or the teacher will then you ask a report from that person. And then they put a stamp there, they put a signature, and then you submit that. So now there is a pastor's a report which reports on your side of the problems onazo as or a psychologist, or your pastor's report. So there is that. And then what you were doing again, now what you were doing from now, the employer where you were employed, or the result of the short course that you were doing, or even both, because you can do a short course, you can also be in maybe you were working, but it should be something in line with what you were doing. That is what I am recommending to you. So that is what I did. Then obviously your own report now, explaining these are the things that basically I think, okay, in terms of the paragraphs, in the first paragraph you explain the things that made you not perform well. In the first paragraph you explain these are the things that made me not perform well. Then in the second paragraph you explain how did you now your own report. Now how did you this is your own report. First paragraph, things that made you not perform well. Second paragraph, how did you overcome those things, or what did you do to make sure that you work on those things that made you not perform well. Then on the last paragraph, the plan now, your plan on if you come back, these are the things that I will do in order for me to make sure that I continue doing well, or in order to make sure that I perform well on my academics. Okay, so so such things that you have to do. Obviously you have to attend all the lectures. You are not attending all the lectures, obviously. You are not attending all the lectures, I'm sure. You are not attending all the tutorials, I'm sure. So now you have to attend all the lectures, you have to attend all the tutorials, you have to consult with your lecturers, ADOs, as we do have ADOs. So you explain all of that. You even explain that you will even see the psychologist maybe once a week, or once every 2 weeks. You see, so you explain those things. You will have a timetable, such things. you even have a mentor, all of those things. So yeah, man, that is what I did. And yeah, I'm so happy at the end of the day and I got to come back, and during that time I even got a mentor. So obviously uMamunanga Msokokoto, she's a mentor as well. She's my mentor. During this time I tend to go to her and tell her everything that is happening, and yeah, man, and she's very supportive. And also I do have a mentor again, uNkululeko uNqobisizwe. Yeah, man, so they are helping me a lot. Both of them, during this time, and I'm so happy to have them in my corner. I'm so happy to have them, and I really appreciate their support, and I know that they are watching. I know that they are watching. So yeah, that is how I came back in varsity. Okay, so the next video will be explaining how are the academics after I came back from my academic exclusion. So yeah, thank you very much, man, for watching till this far, and this is the end of the video. And below you can guys ask any questions regarding my academic exclusion. I will definitely answer your questions. In the questions I will definitely answer your questions. Yeah, and also please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, awande_luthuli, awande_luthuli. Please do follow me there. On Facebook, please guys, you guys are are sending a friend request on this account, Samkelo Awande Luthuli. That account is full and I can't accept any friend request now. There is a second account. Just search Awande Luthuli. Don't go on this one, Samkelo Awande Luthuli. Don't go there, because that one, I cannot. Yeah, I can't. So there is a call that is coming. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Sharp.